Committee Chairman ng Committee on Suffrage and Electoral Reforms na si Congressman Alonto C. Adyong nagulat sa posisyon ng Department of Interior and Local Government sa panukalang pagpapaliban ng barangay at sangguniang kabataan eleksyon. Panoorin nyo to mga kapobre. Exciting to. Hello, good morning mga kapobre. Isang mapagpalang araw ng Sabado sa ating lahat. Pizza 15 sa buwan ng Agosto. Welcome back sa ating munting channel, Cap June Official. Panibagong araw, panibagong biyaya, panibagong pag-asa, panibagong lakas, and of course, panibagong vlog mga kapobre. For today's vlog, update sa barangay at sangguniang kabataan eleksyon. So ipagpatuloy natin ang mga posisyon ng 8 ahensya at mga grupo na inibitahan sa pagdinig ng Committee on Suffrage and Electoral Reforms sa Kongreso noong Huwebes mga kapobre. So ang isa pong nakatawag pansin sa akin ay ito pong posisyon ng Department of Interior and Local Government mga kapobre. Dahil ang akala ko ay pabor silang i-postpone ang barangay at sangguniang kabataan eleksyon dahil sila po ay under sa opisina ng presidente, at alam naman natin na si Congressman Sandro Marcos ay bukal po na pabor na ipagpaliban ang barangay at sangguniang kabataan eleksyon. Pero ang nakita natin at nadinig natin at natunghayan natin sa pagdinig sa Committee on Suffrage and Electoral Reforms noong tinanong ni Congressman Alonto C. Adyong ang chairman ng komite at tinanong niya ang DILG at mismo si Congressman Adyong mga kapobre ay nagulat sa posisyon, komento at opinion ng Department of Interior and Local Government. Parang hindi po makapaniwala si Congressman Adyong sa pahayag ng DILG. So ito po, para klaro, panoorin natin to. Posisyon ng Department of Interior and Local Government sa panukalang batas sa pagpapaliban sa barangay at sangguniang kabataan eleksyon. Here we go.
Gusto naman po natin marinig ang posisyon ng Department of Interior and Local Government dahil nasa pangangasiwa po nila itong mga local government units o mga barangay units sa buong bansa.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, and to the honorable members of the committee. The Department of the Interior and Local Government likewise opposed this proposed legislative measures.
Can you say that again?
Likewise oppose or is against the postponement of the barangay and SK election and the following reasons. First, postponement potentially or may delay the entry of new leaders and reduce opportunities for other qualified youth and barangay officials to participate in local governance. Second, repeated postponements may create uncertainty among voters, candidates, and political stakeholders regarding when elections will actually be held. Third, extended tenure may lead to entrenchment of incumbents and reduce opportunities for new leadership, particularly at the barangay and youth levels. Fourth, the longer the postponement, the longer the transition is deferred. Repeated postponements may normalize extensions rather than regular elections as the mechanism for leadership transitions. And finally, it may potentially weaken the principle of regular electoral accountability. Be that as it may, the Department still recognizes and respects the constitutional authority of Congress under the Constitution to determine the term of office of barangay officials. In this regard, any legislative measure seeking to reset or postpone the conduct of the incumbent barangay officials remain within the legislative prerogative of Congress, subject of course to the limitations set forth by the Constitution and other applicable laws and jurisprudence. In addition, the department's role pursuant to our legal mandate is merely coordinative. For the information of the Honorable Committee, the department directs all barangay and SK officials nationwide to begin early inventory and turnover preparations prior to the conduct of election to prevent disruptions in basic services during the transition of leadership. Failure to do so will enable the newly elected local chief executive to institute appropriate legal action pursuant to the power of general supervision over component barangays under the local government code. After election and prior to assumption of office, this department likewise directs the newly elected barangay officials and SK officials to undergo mandatory trainings as part of their obligation in assuming office to capacitate them as they start a new term.
Those are just mga administrative na mga orders ninyo sa ano.
Yes.
What we are
Yes, sir.
focused about is your position. So your position is to post. May we know what is your position in the department?
Our initial position, Mr. Chair.
No. What is your position in the department? Do you belong to? Are you?
Record.
Your rank, your position.
Yeah, your rank in your position in the department.
I'm attorney 3 po at
Okay.
the legal and legislative
Okay,
liaison.
so you're reading directly from the one that has been signed by your principal.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so have you submitted that copy to the?
We will submit our finalized position paper once approved by our secretary, Mr. Chair.
Okay, sige. Thank you. So thank you for that. Thank you.
O yan. Klarong-klaro. Mismo si Committee Chairman Congressman Adjong ay nagulat at parang hindi siya makapaniwala sa posisyon ng Department of Interior and Local Government dahil sa pagsabi ng DILG na opos sila na ipagpaliban ang barangay at sangguniang kabataan eleksyon. Ito po ay pinaulit, parang klinaro ni Congressman Adjong kung totoo ba ang kanyang narinig. Natutol ang DILG sa BSKA postponement at hindi na nga pinatapos ni Congressman Adjong sa pagsasalita ang taga DILG dahil pinigilan niya at tinanong kung ano ang kanyang posisyon sa DILG. Parang talagang nagdalawang isip si Congressman Adjong sa sinabi ng DILG. At yun po, sinabi ng DILG ay siya po ay isang abogado. At yung binasa niya ay galing mismo sa kanyang superior. So yun po, mayroon pong 5 rason ang DILG kung bakit nag-uupos sila sa panukalang pagpapaliban sa barangay at sangguniang kabataan eleksyon. Una po, sinabi ng DILG na ang postponement ay pag-aantala sa pagpili ng mga bagong leader at nawala ng karapatan ang iba pang gustong sumali sa halalan. So yun po ang kanilang unang rason. Pangalawang rason, ang postponement ay magkakaroon ito ng agam-agam sa mga tao kung kailan ba talaga ang eleksyon kung wala pong tigil ang pagpo-postpone. Yun, klaro. Nililimita ang oportunidad ng mga bagong leaders para maging bahagi sa isang halalan. Tama po. At pangatlo, the longer the postponement, the longer the transition deferred. Yun po. At panglima, ang palaging pagpo-postpone ng barangay at sangguniang kabataan eleksyon ay nagpapahina sa accountability ng mga barangay at SK officials. So yun po ang matinding rason, punto ng DILG kung bakit sila tumututol sa pagpapaliban ng barangay at sangguniang kabataan eleksyon. So yun po ang isa sa nakatawag pansin sa akin noong nanonood tayo sa live sa committee hearing ng Committee on Suffrage and Electoral Reforms. So antabayan na natin ang next hearing sa committee dahil nag-announce kahapon si Congressman Adyong na magkakaroon ng pangalawang hearing sa Committee on Suffrage and Electoral Reforms sa mga panukalang pagpapaliban sa barangay at sangguniang kabataan eleksyon. So mga kapobre, yan po ang ating quick update. This is your Cap John Official. Please subscribe, please support. Bye-bye and God bless us all. Next ay ang posisyon ng NAMPREL at ang NAPSE. So bye-bye, God bless us all mga kapobre.